Ready to be shocked? If you thought the government was using some type of background checks or some type of logical reasoning to determine who should be detained under the Alien Enemies Act and shipped off to El Salvador, you are wrong. I'm going to share with you the checklist, which is literally a points guide that ICE uses to determine whether someone can be detained under the Alien Enemies Act and be associated with Tren de Aragua and therefore not afforded due process. And you will be shocked. So let's start here. First, you have to confirm the person is 14 years of age or older, that they are not a citizen or permanent resident of the U.S., and that they are from Venezuela. Okay, 3 foundational things that you need to meet before arresting someone on suspicion of being a member of Tren de Aragua. Fair enough. So in order to be arrested and removed from the United States without any due process, you only need 8 points for ICE to detain you off of their handy-dandy checklist here. And so some are logical, right? So if you self-identify as a member of Tren de Aragua, that's 10 points. They can detain you there. If you have been convicted of violating certain laws, criminal laws, or any civil penalties related to Tren de Aragua, 10 points. So no further points necessary. Again, only 8 points, and you can be arrested and shipped off to another country with no due process. So let's look at the symbolism part here. You have tattoos denoting membership or loyalty to TDA, Tren de Aragua. First of all, no specifying what those tattoos are, but that's 4 points. You're halfway there if you have a tattoo that might be interpreted as associating with Tren de Aragua. Now, social media posts displaying signals of Tren de Aragua. Also, no kind of guidance there. But I want to point your attention to the language here, or depicting activity with other known members of Tren de Aragua. In other words, you post a picture with somebody, anybody, in a group of people, right? And it just so happens one of those members, unbeknownst to you, may be a known, or one of those individuals may be a known member of Tren de Aragua. Boom, 2 points right there against you. So continuing, association. Surveillance that you're observed closely associating with known leaders and members of Tren de Aragua. 2 points. Subject is part of a group photo. Again, what I said. 2 points. You presently reside with the known members of Tren de Aragua. I want to make it clear that many recent arrivals to the United States live in shared homes where 3, 4, 5 families are residing in one home. Presently reside Tren de Aragua. You may not know, right, who you're living with. 2 points. Frequently observed closely associating. 2 points. Just based on that alone, you would reach the 8 points required to be detained. So ICE can essentially declare any Venezuelan an alien enemy without any concrete evidence based on this checklist, and ship them off to another country without due process to a prison made for prisoners. This is shocking. Please share this. You would think that they had some type of vetting process, but no, this is it. This is what their officials are using. So it's worse, I think, than even many of us thought.